From the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get started. And on the mound here today, Zach Gallen. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve, and because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
All right, ready to get underway. So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner.
Nico Hoerner.
The wind and the pitch. Right side. Walker takes it to the bag, and a quick out, number one. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. A tough challenge in this one, an excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That one off the mark, and that's ball one. One out, bases empty. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Carroll in and to his right. Puts it away for the out. That's out number two. Ian Happ up to hit. The Happ Daddy. Happ, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting third in the lineup. A former first-round pick. Back into the swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
North side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And here's the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger. That's a strike. 0-1.
Oh, really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
Man at second. This to center field. Carroll moving under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Cubs leave one, and now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and our starting pitcher here today, Justin Steele. What do we have on him?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to. Misses the barrel in the back, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Bottom of the first, and down the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. And there's the strike.
Corbin Carroll was an easy choice for Rookie of the Year in 2023. Voters made him the unanimous choice after he put together a consistent season that took a lot of drama away from the announcement. The world of baseball knew he was going to win it.
That's inside.
And Boog, Carroll deserved the award, no doubt about that. At 22 years old, he had 54 steals and led the league with 10 triples. Made an immediate impact for Arizona and helped lead them to the World Series out of nowhere.
The 2-1. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Fly ball down the line. He's got it, and there's one down. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Bounce to the left side. Madrigal on to first. They get the out on Marte.
Batting third, the first baseman.
And now it's Christian Walker. And that one clips the corner.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
2 outs, base is empty. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets him 1-2-3. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here at the friendly confines. New inning getting started. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. And he deals. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And that one is inside. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Right through there for a strike. Not close with that one, and it's 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul. And another ball. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Now, Christopher Morel. That one drifts inside.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. One run across in the frame so far here in the top of the second. Struck him out looking.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Now it's Yan Gomes. First pitch, and he just misses. Yan Gomes waits.
Hey, woo.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He crushes that one to center field. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-0.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Two outs, nobody on. Nick Madrigal, the next Cub to hit. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch is outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-1.
2 outs. On the corner for a strike. 2-2. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Line drive makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here at Wrigley Field, and now here's the veteran DH, Jock Peterson.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The lefty fires. That's inside, and it's 1-0. Steele, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And another ball. Upstairs. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one wrapped foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boog, he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And now Gabriel Moreno. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And there's one away.
Batting 6, The third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that one fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. 2 down.
batting seventh, the right fielder, Thomas.
Alec Thomas now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger makes the grab, and that will end the inning. One left for Arizona. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back. Top half of the third inning. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Late with the swing there.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And the right-hander deals. That misses. 1-2 to count.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Line drive.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
One down, base is empty. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That
balls,
one missed.
1 strike.
And a pitch. Fastball for a strike.
Okay.
So now 3-2. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And they get the out after the ricochet. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ, doubled his first time up. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. As we go to the last of the third, here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Steele back to work. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Batting up, the shortstop,
Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. There's a strike. Good eye right there. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throws across the diamond. 2 away.
the center fielder, number 7,
Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
This one in the air right field. Suzuki on the move. Hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. And the pitch.
Bellinger's won a variety of awards in his career, hasn't he? I mean, he's been named Rookie of the Year, MVP, and Comeback Player of the Year now. Throwing a few Silver Slugger awards, and he has himself quite the trophy cabinet.
And base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Swanson at the plate now. That's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And here it comes. Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard hit, right side. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Christopher Morel. Caught looking his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes. Morel goes 5 feet 11 inches, 24 years old. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Over to first, and he's saved.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench, waiting for his time to hit.
Next offering is downstairs. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. That was blasted to the moon. It's 4-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. And that one is in for a strike.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
0-2.
2 runs across in the inning, top half of inning number 4. Struck him out looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called third strike.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Just missed. The pitch. And now 2-0. That one catches the corner for a strike. 2 outs. Popped in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Got a backdoor breaking ball. Really easy to give up on that pitch, but he stayed on it and shot it right back in the direction it was breaking from. Really nice job of letting it travel.
Here's Nick Madrigal. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Busch, the runner at first with 2 gone. That pitch just misses the inside corner. And a count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Outside low, and the count is 2-2. The other way, and foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Out towards left center. Gurriel trying to get there. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the 3rd out. Cubs add 2 on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom 4, an outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Steele back to work. And that's too high.
1-0.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
High fly ball out to center field. Bellinger in a full sprint tracks it down for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now the first baseman.
And now Christian Walker.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
just off the inside edge. That one ripped. Bellinger right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Fights it off. You'll see another. Outside.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Next one misses. 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
That one misses. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So, man aboard. Stepping in, Gabriel Moreno. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Center field. Bellinger sizing it up. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. That one is upstairs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wind of the pitch. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Suzuki batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas sizing it up. Hauls it in for the out.
The left fielder, number 8.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, Ian Happ. 1 for 2. Popped up left side. Suarez under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Cubs are down quietly, but they lead it 4-0. Bottom of the inning. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
The third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
As the lefty gets to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Bellinger makes the grab. One away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the right fielder,
Alec Thomas, the next to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Left-hand batter waits. And now 2 balls and a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
And that's ball 4.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner out at first with 1 gone. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Just off the inside edge. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
He's going.
To second, and he's out.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
The Diamondbacks still looking for their first hit in this one. The 1-1 is fouled off. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Luis Frias taking over on the mound.
number 65, Luis Frias.
Here comes Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
The wide to kick the pitch. Foul ball. Right-handed reliever. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 2 balls and a strike. Up the middle. Marte to first.
Out.
And Bellinger is out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Activity in the Arizona bullpen. Ryan Thompson, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. Way high with that one. 3-1 now. Up the middle, boots it.
Now the designated hitter, Christopher Morel.
Checks the runner, and he's back in easily. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Swanson stands at first with one out. That's down and in. A slider missed. Just misses with that one. And downstairs.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
The bat, the catcher, Jan.
2 on with 1 out. Jan Gomes, the next Cub to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Hooks the corner, and that's strike one.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Kicks and fires. Goes down looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
So first and second with 2 outs. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. This one in the air. Settles underneath it. Makes the catch, inning over. So they strand a pair. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo. Here comes a pitch. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
You know, these D-backs need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. We've seen a lot of soft contact from them, and it hasn't been easy to barrel up the baseball in this one, but I'm interested to see if they can make any adjustments moving forward. One place to start in terms of turning the offense around is pitch selection. I think if they get a little more selective about what pitches they're going after, we'll start seeing better contact.
Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. The punch out there, and one gone.
Now
this is Corbin Carroll. That's through there for a strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The D-backs down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. And a foul ball. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first. They get the out on Marte. That's the inning. Diamondbacks down quickly. They trail it here 4-0. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. Frias back to work. Bounce to third. Suarez zips it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now back, second baseman, Nico.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Kicks and deals. Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
The batter, the right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. High fly ball, right field. Thomas sizing it up. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, and here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. The Diamondbacks in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
First pitch misses.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
The pitch. Here's a long drive, and that's going to end the no-hitter. It's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second, and it's a leadoff double for their first hit of the game. So history wasn't meant to be in this one, but it's been quite the performance.
Man, that's tough for a pitcher to swallow. I mean, when you're right on the brink of a no-hitter, just pitched a heck of a game, just couldn't make it to the finish line.
And now Jack Peterson. And a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And it's 1-1. Activity in the bullpen. Number 43 up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Leiter, the right-hander, also getting loose. There's a strike.
1-2.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Moreno up for the third time here, watches that one miss. Man at second. That's a little bit low. Swing and a base hit into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now, Eugenio Suarez. Ground ball left side, could be two. Goes to second for one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. 7 innings complete, and the chance for the no-no is gone. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. We go to the 8th. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Ian Happ. And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Perdomo whips it to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 3. That one catches the zone. That's strike one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. One gone, runner at first. And up next for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. He's already homered in this game. Pickoff throw. Bellinger dives back. That one hit to right. Thomas gets under it. Corrals it. 2 away now.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Christopher.
Man at first.
Morel.
So up now for Chicago, Christopher Morel. He's already homered here in this one. That missed inside. And that is ball 1. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Here's Yan Gomes. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Check swing, didn't go. Ball 1. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
At the belt and fires. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Bellinger over at second. Morel at first. 2 out of the inning. This one pops straight up near the plate. Moreno pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. 2 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Alek Thomas. The pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Number 43 preparing to come on if needed. Leiter getting cranked up as well. The wind of the pitch. In the air left side. Hat puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Gurriel. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gurriel gets a piece. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Softly hit to third, and that's just foul. That one not close. And the count 1-2.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2.
And there's a ball. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And here is Geraldo Perdomo.
1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. And now the lefty just off the inside corner. And that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short, and that squirts through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Number 7, Corbin.
Here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Corbin Carroll. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Next pitch is inside, and 1-1.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
2 on, 1 out. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
One out, bases loaded. Here's Ketel Marte. Pitch misses. 1-0.
1-0.
One out, bases full. Base hit, one run is in. Another comes in to score, and now just a two-run deficit.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Justin Steele done for the afternoon, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Hector Neris.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Next to hit, Christian Walker. Check swing, appeal to first, and he won around. Just enough that time. Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 0-2. Got him looking. Huge strikeout there.
You know, splitters aren't thrown by a ton of pitchers, and one of the main reasons is that they're difficult to control. And not many guys can spot them consistently where they want to, but he's one of those exceptions. He's found a way to corral his split, and he can place it on a dime just like he did right there.
And Jack Peterson stands in. A strikeout and a walk. Outside, and that's ball one.
One ball, no strike.
Two outs.
Oh.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Gabriel Moreno up next. Right-hander kicks, deals. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Carroll, the runner at third. Marte on at first with 2 down. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way home.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Here's the pinch runner for Arizona, Jace Peterson. Gabriel Moreno stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
So the tying run at second. Bounced up the middle. Swanson. They get the force. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3 through 8 full. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Michael Bush.
Michael Bush.
And he deals. A little bit high. And it's 1-0. On the ground to first. He handles it himself. Now one gone in the ninth. And next for the Cubs, Nick Madrigal. That catches the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Base is empty, one away here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Snags it for the second out.
Now back, second base, Nico.
Back to the top of the lineup, Nico Horner getting ready to hit. There's a strike. Just missed. And the right-hander deals. Breaking ball inside. 2-1. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
It's been a rough one for him so far at the plate, but that'll help. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Frias picks over. Corner back in on a dive. Now a chance for Seiya Suzuki. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Adbert Alzolay.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Eugenio Suarez now at the plate.
The third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
The pitch. That one missed. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the right fielder, Alec Thomas. And there's the strike. And that skips into dirt. The D-backs down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. That one almost got him. Pitch misses. 3-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 3-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center, and that should be extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's got a double.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, one out. Now the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And fouled off.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
The tying run at the plate. And that's downed away. In the air to left center. Way back there. It's got a chance. And caught on the warning track.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So they're down to their final out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
And that's in there for strike one. Two-run game with two away here in the bottom of the ninth. This could end it. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 4-2. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
you.